Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kelly Crane. I'll be your moderator today. Before we begin, I want to remind everyone, as a courtesy to fellow media members, as well as coaches and student athletes, please silence your cell phones. When you're called upon, please provide your name and media affiliation each time you ask a question during the press conference. And if you are joining us by Zoom, please raise your hand function for a question. I see we already have a hand raised. We will address questions in the room first and then go to Zoom if time allows. Thank you so much for that. And recording press conferences on cell phones and cameras is prohibited. So we can go ahead and begin, and we'll start with Mr. Hill.
Jerry Hill, Baylor Bear Insider. I guess I'll start with you, Madison. Just talk about y'all's road to get here, and how much confidence do you come in with? I guess that kind of thing.
It's been a long road, but it's been filled with a lot of good things that have helped prepare us to get to where we are now. We can go back to our first game of the season, playing USC in Paris. Our coaches did a great job with setting up a competitive schedule for us that helped prepare us for this moment. So we're very confident coming in. We feel like we've played a whole lot of great teams, a whole lot of great players, seen a whole lot of different styles of basketball. So we feel like we're prepared. So now it's just about coming out and doing what Ole Miss women's basketball does.
All right, Zach, please.
Zach Smith, Waco Trib, Kennedy. Ball State comes in with a lot of momentum. They've won a lot. I guess, what are you expecting from them, and how do you try to slow them down a little bit?
Yeah, I think that, they're going to be ready to play. They play a different variety of offenses, and obviously it's the first game of the tournament, so, they're going to be ready to rump. So we're going to be, just as prepared. Coach has, given us a really good game plan, and, we just got to continue to just move forward and just compete at a very high level.
All right. Mr. Hill?
Do we need to stick with the players for now, or?
Please.
Okay. Madison, I'm guessing y'all were right on the bubble of hosting or not. Were you disappointed, and what have you seen from Waco so far?
Yeah, it was definitely, disappointing in that moment because, we really wanted to play in front of the Oxford community again. Really wanted to do something that hadn't been done before. So it definitely was disappointing in the moment, but our defense travels. No matter where we go, we pack our defense with us. We're going to dictate and disrupt no matter where we go. So although it was disappointing, we have already changed our mindset. We look at it as a blessing. We look at God wanted us to be here for a reason, so we're here to dance. Let's go.
All right, thank you. Do we have any questions from Zoom? I know we have two participants on. Now, I know someone raised their hand when it started. Are you out there? All right, we have Sasha Lightborn. Sasha, if you go ahead, say your name and your affiliation, please.
So, Sasha Lightborn, R News, Nassau, Bahamas, but my questions will be for Coach, so I'll wait until that time.
All right, thank you so much. All right, do we have any other questions for the players? Okay, Zach, thank you.
Madison, you said you wanted to play in Oxford, but what do you think of this facility and this arena? When it's packed out, it's pretty loud. What are you expecting when you play here?
Well, it's March, so I'm expecting it to be loud, rowdy. This is my first time being in this particular facility. It's very nice, great hospitality. We're happy to be here, so we'll play wherever, though. Like I said, we're just excited to be here, and we're ready to get to work.
All right, thank you so much. If there are no other questions for the players, Coach, may we release the players?
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we'll go ahead and extend our questions to the coach, Mr. Hill.
Coach, surviving the SEC grind, how much does that help you get ready for the NCAA tournament, I guess?
Yeah, I think with our strength of schedule being a 3, we've had to play elite level teams from our opening game in Paris, and we've played UConn, we've played NC State at NC State, and then we've played 16 games in conference play in the Southeastern Conference. So we're more than prepared and ready to compete against any type of team, any type of style, and in any type of venue.
All right. Any more questions? Zach?
I guess what has Madison's leadership and just ability meant to this team, getting them to this point and to the tournament again?
Yeah, Maddie has been with me for 5 years now, so she's experienced all 4 NCAA tournament experiences from when we were here in Waco to now coming back. I guess that's why she said full circle, coming back to Waco. So she is battle tested, and so her leadership, what she means to the program. I've said before, she is Ole Miss women's basketball, just from a character standpoint, how we play, how she speaks. It's just really a blessing to have someone like her on the team.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Jerry.
Yeah, Coach, and I had forgot, y'all were here 3 years ago, I guess that was. Were y'all, again, y'all were right there on the bubble probably to host. How do you flip that switch real quick to, hey, we're excited, we're in the dance, let's go, that kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, our program is just not built on privilege at all, so we're always grateful every time we have an opportunity to represent the university and ourselves, this being Team 50 in an NCAA environment. Will we have been excited had we hosted? Of course, but we've also been on the road, and so, like, this is not foreign to us. We did think that we had the resume, but I mean, the switch happened almost instantaneously. Yeah, had they said we were hosting, okay, we would have been excited. They said we were on the road, and we're not going to miss the point that this was our highest seed since 1994 and the highest seed since I've been here. So, you know, our word is joy for the year. We're incredibly grateful, and it doesn't take much for us to just keep the main thing the main thing. And so we've always been like that, and I think that starts with me, and it brushes off on the team. So it was easier than one may think.
All right, let's go ahead and take that question from Sasha. Sasha, please identify which organization you're with.
Today, Sasha Lightborn from R News in Nassau, Bahamas. Coach, I remember before me and you had spoken, and even in your last set of interviews, I think last March, you said you don't know how to be a Power 5 coach. How do you use your roots coming from such a small country as ours, the Bahamas, and being on such a big stage like March Madness, to keep yourself calm, but still get through this process, but still have almost an entire country essentially on your back watching you as the sole female with a Bahamian on your team, and Reba Collins as well, heading into the next few days?
Yeah. You know, when I made that comment, I just feel like I don't fit the narrative of what a P4 coach probably looks like. Like, I'm on TikTok, I hang out with my players, I'm in the community. You can tweet at me, I will tweet back. I just think I'm a different generation. But I'm definitely a Power 4 coach and have had a lot of success in my stint here. So, and that is, like you said, Sasha, in large part because of my roots. You know, I'm born and raised from the Bahamas. We are a humble but confident group of people, but we also have a lot of joy and appreciativeness and gratitude, and I think that keeps me grounded. You know, I'm not gonna come up here and complain about anything. I'm just always gonna be grateful and keep the main thing the main thing. I remember when we went to Sweet 16, the hotel that we were in Palo Alto, it was definitely not what we were used to, and I remember being grateful then, and I'm going to be grateful now for whatever we have that's been put in our way, and that is because of my roots, me being born and raised in the Bahamas.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Lightburn. Any other questions that we have? Ms. Sasha, do you have any other questions?
No, I'm good from my end. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All
Yeah.
right. Yes, Mr. Hill.
Coach, can you talk about Ball State and what you see
Yeah.
from them, preparing for this?
Yeah, I mean, like you guys said, it's a team that is on a high right now. I know what that feels like to win a conference championship. Did it at Jacksonville, and your team is just incredibly excited, and so is the community. I think that this is their first one in his tenure, and then the first one since 2019, I think, or something like that. I try to read up on the opponent as much as I can. You know, I think any team that is in the NCAA tournament should be respected. So we definitely respect them, and we also expect them to come out and give their best punch. I think when you get into this type of mode, from my experience, you probably try to focus more on your team and what you're about than the opponent. But I just want to go on record that I'm not going to give them any type of what's that newspaper stuff. We respect them a lot, and we're excited about competing against them.
All right. Thank you. Are there any other questions? Any other questions from Zoom? All right.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Coach. As a reminder, Hammond Communications will post a recording of this presentation